Joining us tonight, Heritage Foundation Senior Legal Fellow Hans von Spakovsky. Great to have you with us, Hans. And former federal prosecutor Sidney Powell. Sidney, good to have you with us. Let me start with Flynn. Is it your opinion, Sidney, and I'm going to ask each of you to answer this, was this a setup, and is there the basis here in your judgment for this to just be thrown out because of the misconduct of the FBI? Sidney, your thoughts?
Yes, it was clearly a setup from the beginning. Mr. Comey has admitted as much on television, national television recently. And given Mr. Mueller's hiding the ball with evidence that should have been disclosed to General Flynn from the beginning, there's every reason to throw it out. He has apparently disclosed the original 302, according to information that just came out a few minutes ago, pursuant to Judge Sullivan's order this week. But we're still missing the notes of Agent Pienka from the original interview of General Flynn. Mm-hmm. We're still missing the Defense Intelligence Agency information and other information on top of that.
We're going to find out whether the judge is satisfied, because that isn't what his order demanded. Hans, your thoughts?
Well, I agree with Sidney. It's important for everybody to understand and remember that there was no reason for the FBI to be interviewing Michael Flynn about the conversations he'd had with the Russian ambassador. Why? Because there was nothing illegal about those. In fact, it's very normal for an incoming national security advisor for a new administration to be talking to foreign diplomats from all over the world as they get ready to take over the foreign policy. So there was no reason.
There was no crime. There was no suspicion of a crime in point of fact.
Exactly right. So there was no reason for the FBI to be interviewing him about this conversation to begin with. So why are they there?
And why is he being sentenced tomorrow when it is abjectly clear to everyone that this man was set up, he was railroaded, and the only crime is lying to the FBI? He wouldn't have been taught. And by the way, the FBI agents who interviewed him, as you both know, said he, in their judgment, wasn't lying. This was a setup of the worst kind. But as Jim Kallstrom said here tonight, you know, the great crime in all of this, the great scandal, is the fact that the FBI set all of these people up as part of the Obama administration's unmasking through its national security apparatus and its intelligence agencies, including the FBI, National Security, the CIA, the DNI, James Clapper. What do you think, Sidney?
I think it goes back to 2012, Lou. What we really need disclosed is the FISA court decision, and to know who the private contractors are that Mr. Comey gave unlimited access to the raw FISA intel to. I think one of them was Fusion GPS. The other might have been CrowdStrike. They were accessing the NSA database probably for private profit. Mm-hmm. It's going to be the scandal of the century. We need to know who those people are.
We do need to know, but to me, the real scandal is that the President of the United States, Hans, made that unmasking possible if he did not directly order it to his intelligence agency heads.
Oh, look, I agree. I think that's what everyone is overlooking. The worst corruption, the worst abuse here was the unmasking. Why? Because that was using our intelligence capabilities for partisan political purposes. That has never happened in our history, and it's corruption of the worst kind.
What do you expect to happen tomorrow at General Flynn's scheduled sentencing? You first, Sidney.
I am very hopeful that Judge Sullivan is going to throw the entire prosecution of General Flynn out for egregious prosecutorial misconduct.
Hans, you get the final forecast here.
Well, I hope that happens. I don't have confidence it will, but I hope for Michael Flynn's case it does happen. If not, I think the president seriously needs to consider a pardon for him.
Hans, thanks so much for being with us. Sidney, thank you both. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
As always. Thank you.